One other person that we didn't actually hit on the defensive side, I know you had a note, and actually
It was
I did
courtesy
as
of
well.
Todd Zolecki,
About Bryce Harper, because as we talk about the bats being cold, it is great to still see on the other side of the ball in terms of fielding that we're seeing these moments. Alec Boehm has moments. Bryce Harper has moments. And Bryce Harper had a really nice play at first last night. And actually with that, Todd did put out that tweet mentioning how Bryce entered the night for the lead among Major League Baseball first basemen, tied for the lead, with a +3 out above average and tied for second in the league with 2 defensive runs saved. We've talked a lot in the offseason specifically about what will it look like bigger picture long-term for the Phillies to have Bryce Harper as an everyday first baseman. How can he rise? I projected him to have a breakout performance as a first baseman that could put him in the category or the conversation of being the best this season. That's my anticipation. I've got high hopes for Bryce.
Yeah,
but
Christian
so
Walker's
far,
got a lot to say about that.
I know.
But I think, what
Being
he did in a
optimistic on
small
Bryce
sample
here.
size last year, he was right on Goldschmidt's heels for defensive run saved at first base. So there's no reason to think he can't be the second best first baseman in the National League, and probably top 5 in baseball. Tyler and I were talking last night. It seems like the Phillies are having a little trouble turning double plays this year.
Yeah.
It may be more of a Stott and Turner issue than a Harper issue. But once this man gets the All-Star break and he kind of gets that muscle memory, situational first base play down pat. Because it does seem at times like he's maybe not at the right spot on the bag or not, once he figures all that stuff out, the glove is there. I mean, the play last night he made on O'Neal Cruz was spectacular. So there's no doubt this guy's going to be one of the best defensive first basemen in the league very, very shortly. And it's pretty amazing. He's just a ball player.
Yeah, and you bring up Goldschmidt. It's ironic because as I was watching him
killing
play,
my fantasy team this year.
Oh, no.
He stinks.
Oh, no.
It's a long season.
Paul Goldschmidt did have some plays at first base. I feel like I find myself watching other first basemen and I know, I'm sure Bryce he studies the game and he's a superstar in every way. You watch different plays and it's kind of like, Bryce can do that. Bryce can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce can do that. It's like the parent that's like, my child can do that. I'm like, Bryce can do that. So I'm even more critical of first baseman, I feel like, because I want Bryce, if he can have the breakout season at first base and just lock in, it just tremendously goes such a long way for him, for the team, and also for the future. So I would love to see him continue to be top of the league in some of these stats, and it's awesome to see.